Konversations. I am your co-host. I am your host. I am so sorry. I've been doing too much.
She don't even know she hosting the show anymore.
I am your host.
Please, people, please, Liquor Stores of America, if you see her coming in on a Tuesday, please hide all your Hennessy. I repeat, if you see her coming in on a Tuesday, please hide all your Hennessy.
That is so not necessary. Thank you very much. I am in a happy place right now. So that's all that matters, is that I'm in a happy place. All right? Now, we're going to start this again. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kandid Konversations. I am your host, Kyra. How are y'all doing today? Hello, Derek. How are you?
Hello, how are you, Kat? How you doing? It's great to be here. I tell you, as I feel so alive and welcomed and warm. Thank goodness for PSE&G. I tell you, it's nothing like having heat in your house. Feel so warm and toasty.
Thank God for it. Hello, Mr. Rucker. How are you?
Great is the Lord, and He is worthy to be praised.
Ah, thank you. Hey, he coming in a Honda. Hey, broke down.
Anaconda.
Oh.
All right now.
Oh, Toyota Camry. Hey.
Now that one depends on what kind of anaconda you're talking about.
Okay. Once again, Liquor Stores of America. If you see this woman on any Tuesday, please hide your Hennessy. Put your Hennessy away. The life you save may be somebody she knows.
Oh, man. I think that's that. Hi, Sasha. How you doing? That's what we get is this.
What's she doing? A wax on, wax off? Okay. Natasha Miyagi.
See? Well, Justin got it down pat. See, Justin got it.
I also praise him.
He said he also praised him. I like it. Oh, man. All right. Mr. Derek Pearson. What's up? Thank you for being in the building tonight. This would not be a podcast without you and your joke. You are, I'm so happy you're one of our viewers because you are hilarious. Oh. Where's the wife? I don't see your wife. Where's your wife?
Giving him head in the bed. That's what.
I'm just letting y'all know. Derek Pearson and Mr. and Mrs. Pearson. The last episode that we're going to have, you guys have to be on it because this is going to be hilarious. This episode, the last episode of the month, it's going to be hilarious. Oh, man. So.
We're not bringing it on. No, we not. We ain't got no more space for the. She stayed me over here. She be stayed me trying to turn this podcast into a Zoom call.
Like, no, there ain't no more room. We can make room that day. Oh, you eating crab legs? Or he eating crab legs?
Nah, he said she eating her crab leg. Oh, she just got finished. She like, hey, yeah, hey,
Hello,
hey, I'm here.
All right, y'all. Tonight's topic is dating with an incurable sexual disease. So, not just any disease, not just any sexual transmitted disease. Fucking real. That's in my house. Nothing that you can take an antibiotic for and It's all cleared up. This is the shit that you catch, and it's not going nowhere. It's staying with you for life. The question is, can you or will you date someone that has an incurable disease? And as the research shows, out of the many, many, many STDs that you can catch, there are only 4 incurable diseases. And that is...
Tell them what it is.
HPV.
HPV.
HIV.
HIV.
Herpes.
Herpes.
And hepatitis B.
The 4 H's. The 4 horsemen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 4 horsemen. For real, for real, for real.
That's what you call a hook and reel.
Look at that.
They hook your
now,
ass, reel you in. That's it. Can't get rid of it.
Just to let y'all know, with HPV, you can get genital warts, cervical cancer, and oral cancer. I think it's supposed to say over. I've never heard of oral cancer.
Yeah, that's cancerous. You get cancer in the mouth. You get those little sores.
Any
ain't that herpes though?
No, herpes is not cancer in the mouth.
Ain't that? So those are the 4 incurable diseases that you can catch from somebody when you don't protect yourself, or you don't know that this person has a disease that they don't have to for. Everything else, you can get a antibiotic, a shot, a shave, and they go bye-bye. I think crabs and stuff still exist, don't they?
I ain't hear nobody say that. I haven't heard anybody say anything about it having crabs.
Shave all of that off? Well, they still exist.
But at least you can
Okay, I'm sorry. The correct term, pubic lice. Hi, Robert. How are you?
Mr. Williams in the building.
Let me use the correct terminology. Robert, I thought you was at the gym. So those are our 4 incurable diseases. So the question basically is, will you date someone that has an incurable disease? And I think with all of those diseases, you don't want to. I think that with all 4 of those diseases, Derek,
possible that.
As long as your partner knows that you have these diseases and y'all have talked about it and y'all figured out ways to protect yourself so you don't catch it, then I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay, so how you gonna get there though? Uh-oh.
What you mean? How you gonna get there?
Like you said, as long as your partner knows, but if that person is not sharing that information, you would never know.
I get tested
until one day when you wake up and get that bump up on your lip.
Well, you get tested. Y'all don't believe in getting tested before y'all have sex with somebody?
Very much so.
So then get tested. Or am I wrong?
I think herpes. You have to be tested for herpes. You have to be in the middle of an outbreak.
No.
Correct.
I don't think so.
Correct.
Justin said correct.
You gotta have a bum bump so they can test the bum bump.
Yeah.
How else would they test you if you're not during an outbreak?
Aren't they the one that do like Ain't that something?
HSV1 and HSV2. I mean, it's the same virus, but it's different.
Right.
I mean, we could go out on a date.
No, I don't want to mislead nobody.
But
people be having crazy expectations.
People date.
I got enough issues.
People date people that got HIV and they don't catch it.
Yeah, because those people are medicated. Victarvy, all those other medications that
prevent from catching it. So that's what I'm saying. If you and your partner are both aware, of what you have.
Oh, they say you can do it. You can get a blood test for it.
Yeah, you can get blood tests for herpes.
I always thought they had to stick the bum.
I did. That's one of the other one, the viral culture. When they
get you swab it.
Yeah, they swab it or scrape the sores.
But you can get tested for a blood test. You just when you go to the doctor, you just tell them to be back thing.
Yeah.
And
I remember one time I went to the doctor. This was years ago. I was sitting in the doctor, and first of all, let's just say doctors' offices need to have better sound filtration between because if everything's supposed to be, yeah, but I can hear everything in the next room. So I hear this gentleman saying, I come for the battery of tests. And the doctor was saying, okay, like he was trying to give him like the old people stuff, like, high blood pressure and stuff like that. He was like, no, sir, I would like the battery. I want to be tested for all my sexually transmitted diseases. And, you hear the voice and you're like, okay, it really does sound like an older person, but you don't know how old. When the doctor said, well, we'll get your blood, we'll get your blood, and you go down to the hall and into the hall, and the nurse will take care of you. So he walks out and he comes into my room, and the door's open, and the guy's walking past, and this guy is old, got a cane, hair is gray, everything. And this guy was like, I'm sitting there like, well, won't you look at this right here? Won't you look at God? This old guy is getting a battery of STD tests. Like he want to make sure. He was like, I'm out here at the country club, swinging and danging.
I'm surprised that you look into statistics and you'll see a lot of these people who are passing around these STDs are older people.
I know. Yeah.
It's like they get into they hind at an older age.
What happened?
I was saying chlamydia, real relevant in the elderly community. Them old folks be passing it around like it's goddamn halls.
That's why we got catch. My mother be trying to sneak out and go to parties. Be like, you in more danger than we are. Get in here. Them old men.
I used to work at.
Don't hold your mother back from getting that deep.
She ain't gonna take her hot tail
and there was a lot of old people that used to be doing getting it in. Doing what they do. The hair on. You go outside and you go to have a cigarette, you hear them screaming, like they losing their mind. It's, hey, whatever folks they do, and they need for one room. But they have to get permission to do this stuff. Let's keep it 100. They can't just be. They have to get permission from the people. Because if they did catch a disease, then the family got to know that your father been out here swinging and dangling. But older people do have those diseases.
I can tell you right now, once I get of age, I'm gonna get the battery of tests because I plan on still be slanging and danging.
At 80, 90 years old, you're still gonna be slanging and dangling.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm be holding on. holding on to my cane, giving out these premium strokes.
You sure they still gonna be premium?
They still gonna be premium. They gonna be what? That's like fine wine right there.
At 80 years old, they
Like these strokes might slow down some, but they still got to pack the same punch. Come on, somebody. It may take a little longer to get there, but it's still gonna have the same effect.
No, this is my question.
Get comfortable. It's coming.
Oh my God. They horrible. God gonna get them.
Yes, he is.
He is. I know he is. I know he is.
When I see
No,
him,
but
I'm this, well, God, I deserve it.
This is my question. If you are dating somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when do you feel as though is the right time to bring up the sexual? Do you have any disease, infection?
As soon as y'all talk about sex. As soon as you start talking about sex, because anytime afterwards it's gonna be weird. Bring it up in the beginning. As soon as he talking about how nice your cleavage is, so you know what? Let's what's your status? You know, like what because or as soon as you feel like you're attracted that way, it's really never a bad time. But for me, the earlier the better. And as soon as you're saying that it's going that way, that's when you should have that conversation.
Oh, damn that. Wear the t-shirt.
Wear what t-shirt, Derek?
I'm positive.
That t-shirt said, "Don't touch me unless you want to get burnt."
I said,
I got a flamethrower.
Oh my God.
Danielle says, I remember the first time getting an HIV test, I cried and was like, I shouldn't have done that freaky shit. I thought about every nasty, freaky, filthy shit I had ever done.
It's always the wholesome looking ones.
You do. You just think about it. Oh man.
Like, wait a minute, why did I do that with this dude?
That was some uncalled. That was uncalled for everything.
Now I'm up here getting tested.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I was still thin and good now. I think it's always scary to go, like, when it's your first time getting tested for, like, whatever. It's always, like, a scary thing, because you be worrying, like,
I was scared of shit.
Like, yeah, that nigga his fingernails.
you ain't doing nothing. Ain't no thing. You wasn't doing nothing, then you wouldn't have to get tested.
Yeah.
Physical exams, that's part of it.
Yep.
True.
I remember.
My doctor always just asked me when I told him, he was like, you want me to test you for STDs? I'd be like, sure, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you, you ain't never got to ask me.
Knock yourself out.
I think that's the. I remember being in college and this girl, she was bad. She was very attractive. She was built like a brick. She was a brick house. Beautiful.
Right now.
Beautiful. Body, everything. Crazy. So me and her were friends or whatever. We were cool. But she was clearly out of my at the time, out of my league. Now, like, not too many people in my league. But at that time, I had not walked into my complete cuteness yet.
Oh, Jesus.
As you can see, I have peaked, as you can see. But
all right.
but we were talking on the phone. She had moved to Virginia to go to school, and she called me. She said, "I just took my HIV test." She's like, "I'm so scared." This was before the rapid test came out, so you had to wait those I think it was like 7 days, 7 to 14 days, we got the results back or something like that. So every day she would call me like, I'm so scared, I'm so scared. So I think it was like the weekend before she got her test, she was like, I need you to make me a promise. And I'm like, well, sure, what's up? And she was like, if I have AIDS, I need you to marry me. Say you'll marry me. And I took that disrespectful. I'm like, okay, so I wasn't in your league when you was healthy, but now when you got some uncurable disease, now you want a brother. Now I'm in your league. Like, so I only can get with you when you on your way out. Like, we weren't friends since then. We ain't talking to her no more. I don't even know if she got it or not. Hopefully, sis. I hope. If you're out there, sis, I hope you are healthy and doing well.
She said, "Oh look, well, you know what? I guess I'm gonna get married. Married the closest one to me." That's crazy.
She really said, I want you to make me a promise. If I have it, you'll marry me." I was like, what?
That's crazy. I'm not doing that. I'm not even asking nobody no shit like that.
I was like, let me call you back.
Crazy. Well, like I said, we all know that HIV is now gotten to the point where they can't even infect you if they have sex with you. But would you be willing to date someone like that? Would you be willing to date somebody with HIV?
HIV is not a big deal. HIV is not a big deal. I'll date somebody with HIV. HIV is, as long as you're wearing a condom, you can have the nastiest, freakiest sex around and be good. I'm talking about those ones like that herpes. That herpes is the monster. That herpes right there, the one that you can wear a condom or not and you can still get it. That's like, what? Who made that? That was like, who? What petri dish made this STD that's saying there is no protecting you from it?
Nah.
That's crazy on so many different levels. Like, HIV is lightweight compared to, like, yes, it'll kill you, but it's light.
I can't risk having to deal with that. Like, it's one thing being there for you when you go through it, but I personally don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want to have to go through any outbreaks or taking any type of medicine or going back and forth to. I don't want to deal with any of that.
You can have it. You can have it.
You can hang out.
Well,
you can go out, but
They can't. She said, we can hang out, we can go out, but you can't go down. That's it.
No. I'll treat you like a human in every other way. But just because I personally don't want to deal with it.
Word. And I know people that was close to Derek. Me and Derek know people that was close to us that had it, and they're not here anymore, and love them to death. But I can't do it. I don't want to think of that. I don't even want to. I don't want to be a part of that. Like, personally. You have to worry about it. And then everybody talk about the medications are available. Yeah, but those side effects that those medications give you, they take a toll on your immune system. Because they pump out, so it's like an antiretroviral. It's putting your immune system in overdrive just to make sure that you don't get no kind of viral load. No thanks. That's too much. So, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. No.
Live your life to each his own. We all.
That's right.
That love make you do some crazy stuff, but that's a no go for me.
Yeah.
Love will make you do crazy things.
There's a lot of selfless people out there. There's a lot of selfless people out there that, be like, you know what? Well, I care about this person, and it's just what it's gonna be. Yeah. And to you,
but it ain't gonna be me.
I can't.
I don't know. I think it depends on where you are, where you two are romantically. I think that's a big factor in making that decision or not.
I agree. I think that's a huge factor because, like I said, like being in love with a person will make you do some things that you probably wouldn't do under normal circumstances.
Well, wait. Well, where it come from?
What you mean?
You know, we in love, so you had it when we got together and you didn't tell me. Is that the problem?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, most people don't say anything until sex is about to be a factor, or sex is going to be there. Most people.
Actually, some people don't even know that they have it. Because when I was researcher, they said 90% of people have herpes and they just don't know they have it.
Yeah. Because you actually can text positive for it and just have come in contact with somebody with it. You can come in contact with, and the antibodies will show up.
The antibodies will show up. Doesn't mean you have it necessarily. It just means that you've been in contact with the virus and your body's producing that virus. But yeah, you're right. And it's a multitude of people that don't even know they have it at all. Still, Derek says slanging and clanging.
Yeah, see? I can't mess with these people.
Yeah, just really rough.
Danielle says, I also think that two people have to be very mature in this situation and very open and honest, very, very transparent. Working at a funeral home, you see the damage the body takes.
Yeah, see? You got, don't, see, you know what? That's why it all goes back to getting tested. You feel like you want to be with somebody like that? Get checked out.
You gotta be careful.
But you know what? It's not even if you want to be with somebody like that. You should be getting checked anyway. Yeah. No matter what. Even if you're sexually active, and most of the time, a lot of people like to have sex without condoms.
Correct.
But a lot of people like to have sex without condoms. So therefore, if you are these people that like to go on ahead and just be having sex with people, no protection, putting your face in places that you don't know where it's been, you should be getting tested. That should be a regular type of thing. It's nobody should have to tell you to get tested.
I have a question. So, like we're talking about, let's say herpes, and say a guy gets herpes down there. Does it?
If he has an outbreak.
Yeah, say if he has an outbreak and he uses a condom, like, does the outbreak stop at, like, do he not get the outbreak on his balls? Because his balls don't go in a condom.
It's or whatever. It's so funny.
Yeah, like, so his balls still smacking down there while he got a condom on.
I can't.
Well, first of all, I would put it if he's having an outbreak, he would be wanting to have sex.
I think it's skin on skin contact transmission, so it don't matter. So everywhere that the condom is protected, but that other area is not. So
that's not true. Not with herpes.
No? Skin on skin, ain't it?
Yes, it's skin on skin contact.
No, because if it's an open sore, your sore leaks, and once those juices get going, that's how it's passed. That's how it's passed around. So it's not skin on skin.
That's what we say. There is skin on skin.
No, because the skin on skin is if a skin on skin if it
you have an open sore.
Right. So
I come into contact with the open sore. That's the rate of transmission, right?
Yes, but if the juicy juice get on you, that's also the way of transmission.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't with him.
That's what I'm saying. If like she said, the hitting it, you got it.
Especially if she's having an outbreak.
Oh yeah, because she's more messier than the guy.
Right.
Yeah, so you guys got to get tested together. You gotta start making that the first date.
I'd be mad as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, hey, I thought we was going to IHOP. No, I said we going to get eye swabbed.
Yeah, we're gonna get eye swabbed.
Okay, so this is what they say about the condom thing in her. Because you know me, I just look. So they say when you using condoms and dental dams, I have no idea what a dental dam is.
That's a Badussi condom. That's a pussy condom.
When you have sex, herpes lives on areas of your body that aren't protected by condoms, like your scrotum, butt cheek, your upper thighs, and your, So condoms will not protect you from herpes from those areas. If it is around those areas, floors, whatever, no matter though the condom is on the Winker Wonker, you're still gonna catch it because it's on. Could be on the scrotum, their butt, their thighs, etc. Only what's covering it. So if the condom is covering it, then it's protected, but the scrotum isn't protected. So
you gotta get you some latex chaps.
You just gotta get a full body suit.
A whole rubber suit.
So, and last time I checked, they don't have condoms for the scrotum. So, but you shouldn't be having sex anyway. If this an outbreak that you're having, you shouldn't be having sex.
But with herpes, you can pass herpes without an outbreak.
I understand that.
So, and that's why the transmission rate is so high, because most times people, like you said, people don't even know they have it, but they're transmitting it back and forth with other people because they don't have the symptoms and they're not having outbreaks.
Like putting on a raincoat on one half of your body and walking outside in the monsoon. Half your body gonna be wet. You still wet regardless. Like it is what it is.
That's why I said earlier. I said what Petri dish found. Who made this? They were sinister when they made herpes. That was a sinister make right there. That was like, yo, we about to fuck them up completely.
It was their first try at population control. It just didn't kill people the way they thought it would.
It don't kill people. It kill. Because it honestly doesn't kill you. You don't die of herpes, but you might as well die. You might as well just.
You die an
You
intimate death.
might as well. Like, just take me out. Just take this. That's like when COVID took your taste buds. Like, just kill me now. Then this.
Because I ain't trying to be hungry.
Right, like this stuff attack parts of your body that is just not fair. Like, you're not playing fair. Like, I can live life and walk around life, not being able to see. They teach you how to live life like that. They teach you how to live life not being able to walk. They don't teach you how to live life not being able to fuck. Now that's a whole different monster, right there. You do not go to the Special Olympics for learning how to live your life not being able to fuck. You just like, what's your handicap, sir? I'm fuckless. I can't fuck anymore. Oh my God, they be able to like he is.
What is a dental dam?
A dental dam is a Badussi condom.
It's a sheet. They come in. It's like a fruit roll up.
It's like a fruit roll up.
Yeah, it's like.
I'm about to Google this because I need to see it.
You put that.
Oh, it's the oral sex.
Yeah, you put that. You put that over.
Okay. I'm wondering what the hell are you using?
You put that over the. You put that over the pussy, and then you go to work. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah.
Danielle said,
Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la.
Like she had a mountain of blisters in a box of Hershey bars in the shape of a Christmas tree in her mouth.
Ew. Ew. I know she couldn't drink. I done made her drink a whole bottle of Listerine.
Yeah, see, no, and you're gonna tell you, what? It's a chance that I might be looking like that too. Cause I got feelings for you. Nah.
That's why they give you. That's why you gotta pull out that Riverdale. You pull that bad boy like, hey girl, I'm about to tear you up.
No, I mean I actually, cause I googled it. I'm like, what the fuck is the thing?
Oh my god. Oh no.
They show you how it works and everything. That's crazy. Anybody want some? You want some, Tasha?
Yeah. I only need a couple of sips. My face gonna get hot and turn red.
Yeah, I never heard of a dental dam. Very piercing.
Because the hood don't use dental dams. You know how much dental dams cost?
I'm tired of you talking about the hood. I ain't heard.
Listen.
Dental dams is a white person thing. You don't see too many black people. Like you can go to a black person like, yo, will you get a let me get a condom. Most people pull out one like, here you go. Now you say, yo, let me get a dental dam. Everybody's gonna look at only Bill and them gonna pull it out. Hey guy, got one for you. Here you go. Nothing better to be safe, right, guy? Okay. You don't have to get ready if you're already ready.
She said at the beginning of their relationship, she put that on her, and she like,
yeah, because you stretch them out, and when you stretch it out, it makes it like thinner.
Yeah, so, but you got to keep stretching. Like, I ain't got time for all that. Nobody got time. Like, you got to be holding it with your hand and trying to, like, so then when am I gonna have time to go up there and rub your nipple while I'm going busy? Like, why I can't hold it and then put my finger up there and try to, and try to rub the nipple in the circle of motion to get you all excited. Who can't do that if you're holding a dental dam? It's in the way. It's holding you back.
Let her hold it. Let her stretch it out. She can help.
I'm supposed to stretch it out.
You're supposed to stretch it out. Well, then she can play with her own titties.
Yeah, but she may not be doing it. She may not doing the circular motion with the two fingers like you normally like to do it.
I'm not messing with that.
Yeah. Hey, listen, teamwork makes the dream work.
Right, teamwork. Let's go to the doctor and get tested so we can eat freely. Like nobody want you when you go to a restaurant and you sit down and eat. Do you want plastic over your meat? Do you take the plastic off your? Do you take the plastic off your plate to eat, or do you eat the meal?
You swallow it. You ain't chewing nothing and swallowing nothing.
Who?
You.
If you doing it right, you swallowing a whole lot. You may not be chewing.
Derek got a roll today, y'all.
Oh my god!
If you doing it right, you get it's a thirst quencher.
Talk about Cookie Monster.
But y'all, just say this. I know you wanna, you're talking about a herpes thing and this and that, but you do know HPV. They say is a little bit worse. It's more worse than herpes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That stuff leads to cancer.
Because it leads to cancer, but it also is giving you other things as well. It's giving you genital warts.
And genital warts is not fun. You ever read about genital warts?
Yes, I have.
Well, I don't know what dude want that.
So HPV is actually worse, which is why they vaccinate children. As a child, you're supposed to get vaccinated for HPV. I think when they're 10.
Genital wart.
10 or 11 years old. You can take that off the screen.
Nah, son, we on YouTube.
I don't want to see it.
Oh, wow.
They hair gray. It's an old person too.
See? Them old folks nasty.
Old folks trifling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here go HPV. Here we go again.
Wow.
You better be careful. You be growing little friends on your genitalia.
And they actually say that if you're not vaccinated against HPV, that anybody that is sexually active will have at least one strand of it.
Yep.
If you're not vaccinated against it.
Vaccinated, that could be you.
No. Or you can. You ever saw a blue waffle?
Or the what's it called? The cauliflower dick. They showed us that. That was a HPV.
That's HPV, ain't it?
Yeah, the cauliflower, cauliflowertosis or something like that. Where if it goes untreated, it looks like a big bush or a big head of cauliflower wrapped around your penis. It grows out the head of your penis and it grows all the way around. I'm like, first of all, who is really like? I see one white spot on me, I'm going to the doctor immediately. Like, who is letting that grow? There you go.
You want that?
And you can get HPV.
Baby boomers, that's what they call.
Ejaculation, pre-ejaculation, vaginal lubrication, spit, or blood.
Sheesh. Just took the fun out of all the fun out of sex.
So I'm just saying, because we're talking a lot about herpes, but HPV is actually worse than herpes. So anybody that doesn't know, if you have never been vaccinated against HPV, you could actually be carrying HPV. Because there are 100, I think they said there's 150 different strands of it. And if you're not vaccinated from it, you're carrying one of those strands.
See? Masturbation.
Abstinence.
Oh, yeah.
Absence.
Telling you.
Abstinence.
Masturbate.
Masturbate.
Wash your hands.
You know your hands better than anybody knows theirs.
Oops, there goes my shirt. Oops.
Not there goes my shirt. And she's singing like it was a gospel. And she's singing like it was an old Negro spiritual. You heard it? There goes my shirt. She had an old Negro spiritual riff in it.
I was trying not to let it all out. I held some back.
She's singing like an old Negro spiritual, like the slaves were singing it on their way to an underground railroad.
That's what people need to do.
Oh man.
Masturbation will arise in our lives, but you gotta be smart about it.
Yeah, you gotta have mutual masturbation, because
You said mutual masturbation?
yeah, I jerk you, you jerk me, but we must be sure.
You know what? I hate you. So that's just a little FYI. And you can start getting vaccinated for HPV when you are 9 years old.
See, that's what happened when you cheat on your woman. You see that? You see it?
Most that's what they said, the baby boomers, and that I think that's age 50 to 74, because they weren't considered, being vaccinated for HPV during that time wasn't a thing. So some of those people may still have the HPV strand in their body. That's what they're saying. Where everybody else, you get vaccinated, especially if you go to college. Most college students have to get that vaccine before they can go to college.
Like my sons, they both vaccinated with HPV. All my kids are. My sons got it when they were 10.
I got it before I went to school.
My daughter got hers when she was 12.
I didn't know. I didn't even know what HPV, but I know my doctor said you got to have it if you're going to if you're going to stay on campus. He must already knew how much sex is going to be happening out there.
You know what?
But I guess too, because kids are having sex at an earlier age.
Yep.
It makes sense to get them vaccinated ASAP.
Hey, remember y'all was talking about the things touching your scroll? Go everywhere.
That's when somebody's finger.
He thought he was safe. He thought he was playing the keyboard. It's all on his hand.
But that's because he's nasty. Because number one, if he didn't wash his hands. Because they tell you that immediately. Like, if you read up on herpes, they tell you after coming in contact with the virus on your hands, like if you're fingering a young lady, you're supposed to wash your hands. He obviously didn't wash his hands.
Maybe he ain't knew she had it.
So you don't wash your hands, period. You just be walking around with stinky fingers, just like, you know what?
You sit there.
He's like, I need to keep this set. I'm only washing this hand. Let me wash this hand.
That's serious.
You know how hard up you gotta be? You must not ever get in it.
You can still date with diseases. I know a lot of people, a couple of people that have HIV, they still date, they got married.
But that's why I said HIV is different. HIV is a cute, cuddly puppy. HIV is a cute, cuddly puppy.
Same thing with herpes. People still date and they have no issue.
You take a risk. You take a big risk with herpes. Because you don't know when the person's having an outbreak, if the person's not having an outbreak. Take a big risk on where the outbreak is, or where the outbreak is focused.
Without even knowing.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Taking a bigger risk without even knowing. At least they both know what the situation is.
Right.
When
but
you don't know, that's the problem.
I agree.
Sitting up here doing God only knows what with God and not even know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so would you rather know or not know?
Shit.
I want to know.
Exactly. You want to know.
I want to know why your lips are burning.
Because of the fact of what people say.
I want to know why my lips are burning.
That's the fact of what people say about having it. They don't say nothing.
I need to know why my coochie smell like seafood.
If your coochie smell like seafood, it ain't because you got incurable disease. What the hell? Maybe go get me the aloe vera. That's just poor maintenance. What am I itching?
I'm sorry.
Nah, but seriously, I think it depends on the connection you have with that person. If that person is coming out, if that person just coming out, and that's why most people don't tell you in the beginning stages of a relationship because they want. Because first of all, you careful on who you bringing into your business because word of mouth is a bitch, like in real life. Like so, if I go to Kara, it'd be like, hey girl, yeah, let me tell you before we do this, I got herpes. She stopped messing with me, but then she go tell Tasha like, yo, don't mess with Derek, he got herpes. Now Tasha. Right. But it's more than likely more guys. I mean, it's more girls not telling guys than it is guys not telling girls.
Mm-hmm. Why you say that?
Because girls look at their sexuality as if they can't if first of all, if they get something like that, then they're thinking that, okay, no guy's ever going to want them. No guy's ever going to want to be with them sexually. So they keep it a secret or they don't say anything about it until they build some kind of relationship where a guy, number one, can go and get, if he can't find a girlfriend, he can definitely go out and buy it. We just already had an episode about this. So he can go out and smash a prostitute and go on by his business. There's no big deal. Most women are not going out like, hey, let me go find me a gigolo because I got herpes.
Well, how many guys you know that really want to go out and buy it? That's one. Two, the man is normally usually the one that pursues this, the intimate situations. It's usually the man that, I mean, we got some female go-getters out there, but
right.
It's usually the guy.
But most guys, for one, most guys don't even know they have it. Most guys are majority. Men are mostly men. Men are the most times men are the carriers, and they're the ones.
The carriers.
They're the carriers, and they're the ones that inject it. The ladies are pulled, so men spray it into their women, and then the women carry it. Y'all are carriers. We're injectors. Y'all are carriers.
So y'all transmitting it, and we carry it. You transmit it,
and you bring it to the next dude, who dip his wink in your pool, and now your pool is infested.
But that both people transmit and receive at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. No, we know that. I'm talking about logically speaking.
Oh, you talking about anatomically speaking?
Right.
We stickers and they
right. So most guys don't know they're carrying, mainly because number one, because most guys don't even go to the doctor enough to even get tested for those things. There's a certain level of maturity for men to go to the doctor and get that kind of stuff done. Most men feel that they're invisible and they can't, and something like that can never happen to them.
Most men who don't like to go to the doctor and get checked regularly, they need to be putting a condom on.
Well, no, because women have gynecologists. Women, y'all go and make sure that y'all make sure that y'all pool is tuned up every couple of months.
Okay, so how does that automatically do?
Right. We don't have a dickocologist that we can go to and they go making sure that the dick is nice right shaped and shine the sheen on it.
But you can still, it doesn't matter whether or not you have that type of doctor. You can still go get yourself tested because you running around here having sex without no condom. Put a condom on.
They're running around having sex with no condom, believing that the girls they're dealing with aren't filthy, contaminated coochies. You don't know the coochies are contaminated from the outside because the outside package looking all good and all fertile and smelling good and got the little sheen on their skin, and so you're like, okay, that shorty is bad, not knowing that even though it looks good and the flowers all around it is looking all bountiful, on the inside it's a swamp.
Definitely got issues. I got you, Mr. Pearson.
Y'all literally.
I got you, Derek.
How? You don't got nobody. You can't even. You can't program nothing. What are you talking about?
I'm talking to Mr. Pearson. I'm talking to Mr. Watts. I got you, Mr. Pearson.
That is funny as hell. What are you talking about?
Women hide their infections. Most men infections are outwardly you can see. So most times when they're having an outbreak, when men are having an outbreak, it's on the outside. Where women's outbreaks, unless it's on the lips, on the outer surface, they can have outbreaks on the inside where nobody can see it. Only one eye can see, and that's the eye that's going in the hole. Like, wait a minute, hold on, it's dirty. Wait a minute, get me out of here. What's going on? Stop it! Pull me out! Pull me out!
If you're not showing any symptoms, it's what you still getting infected.
Yeah, that's true.
So, what's the difference? Because you can see it, or because you can't see it. Either way, you're still getting it and passing it.
Yep.
Hey, make sure if you go down with somebody that got herpes, make sure you wear goggles.
I saw that. That's crazy.
That's nuts. All on his face.
You understand the amount of juice that she had been squirting all over his face for him to get that all over his face like that? Like he wasn't just concentrating eating. Exactly, Tosh. He was eating. He had a bib and a spoon. He was eating.
But it is what it is. Our hour is up. It's time to go bye-bye. Yes, time is up. The hour is up. And as we said, there are 4 incurable sexual diseases that you can catch. So be careful. Y'all stop walking around here all silly willy. Don't want to wear condoms. Condoms help with a lot of things. Use them. That's why they sell them for men and women.
Masturbation.
If you don't want to have anything looking like what Justin just showed, just
wow.
check.
That shit ain't no
Protect yourself. Do things the right way. And if you got something, tell them. That's it. If you have it, let them know so everybody can all be on the same page and everybody ain't got to be worried about all of that stuff.
Did you know that a man should release sperm at least 2 to 4 times a week?
Yeah, at least 24 times a month.
God bless him.
2 times a month?
2 to 4 times a week.
21 times.
21.
He should have at least 21 ejaculations a month.
Wow.
God bless him.
If you don't, it says if you don't do it, if you're not ejaculating 2 to 4 times a week, you heighten your chance of having prostate cancer.
Well, go ahead. That's why y'all should be having.
Poor baby. That's when the baby come out through the birth canal.
That's why men masturbate, so that you can do that as many times as you want, every day, 5 times a day. Masturbate. Y'all have
Hero, save yourself.
Because ain't nobody superwoman over here. We got jobs.
I can get you 15.
We got jobs. I'm sorry. We have to get up and go to fucking work.
Get out of here. 2 to 4 times a week. Stop it. You being real extra. You being real. You
gotta go to work.
2 to 4 times. You can knock out. You can knock out. 2 to 4 times a week. You could do that on a Saturday. Stop it.
No, I can't do that. I'm old.
Oh, just once a week? Just one day out the week?
2 to 4 times a week, at least 2 to 4. You can bust that out on a weekend with no problem.
No.
Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning. Poor Mr. Williams.
I got shit to do.
Her boo ball, her man balls blue as I don't know what. His balls blue as his Kandid Konversations sign.
I got lots of
that. Stop doing all of that. You better use just the damn good hands that the Lord gave you.
All right. That's why God ain't put us together, because you'll be waking up with sheets stuck to your back every night. Superman, that hoe, like, you. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I am 24 years old. I am not.
You'll be mad every weekend. You wake up like, Derek. Damn it, Derek. You gonna wash this off my back too? No, I ain't. She's gonna be stuck to your back, girl. She's gonna be stuck to all your back hairs. You're gonna just be mad. Mad and sticky. Yeah.
Sticky situation.
I'm like, don't go to sleep before I go to sleep.
Next bottle, I'm gonna share with you.
All right, thank you.
I drank the whole bottle.
It's all right. It's okay. I understand.
Next bottle.
Look, she drank the whole bottle. Her man still not getting none.
Maybe.
Look at that. That is the devil.
I'm gonna take my happy-go-lucky ass to get the bed.
That is the devil. I'd have been outside blowing a horn like, babe, I saw you drink that whole bottle of Moscato. babe, bring your ass downstairs. The shots of Henny and Moscato. Bring your coochie is dripping right now. Bring it downstairs.
Yeah.
She done got that. She done got that Moscato Hennessy coochie. Get downstairs now. Baby. Don't make me come up there and get you.
We're gonna be 2 through next week.
That's gonna be that shit. That episode is gonna be hilarious.
I'm be blowing that horn. I'm like, girl, get downstairs now. Hurry up. We got 2 to 4 times to catch up on.
I'm not paying you no mind, Derek. That's it.
I'm about to. Whatever. I'm about to make some phone calls. I'm like, listen, 2 to 4 times. you got something on my 2 to 4 times.
God bless. Good night.
Yo, like, hey, yo, you got something on my 2 to 4?
I got 5 on.
Anybody got anything to say before we sign off?
Out there TV then. Who got something on my 2 to 4 times?
All right.
2 to 4 times. That sperm you save might be your own.
Same time, same place. Have a blessed night.
2 to 4 times. 2 to 4. D. Pearson. 2 the 4.
Good night.
It all don't have to end up in her coochie. It don't all have to end up in your coochie. Sometimes it can end up in the mouth. Okay?
Very clear to inbox me your email.
Are you doing that?
Yes.
Okay. Good night.